I'm Kimberly from Fat Quarter Shop, and today we're taking it easy and breezy with this new quilt pattern from It's So Emma. You can purchase the Charm Pack friendly breezy pattern at Fat Quarter Shop. It's available as a paper or a PDF. There are 4 size options. There are beautiful color illustrations, and it's published by It's So Emma. A link to the pattern is in the description box. Today we're making the lap size. You will need 3 charm packs, 1.5 yards background, 3/4 yards for an accent, 5/8 yard binding, and for the backing, you need 3 5/8 yards. Today we will be sewing with the In the Garden collection by Corey Yoder for Moda Fabrics. Our first step is to make our breezy blocks. We're going to be making 8 of these. For your cutting diagram on page 2 of the pattern, these are your pink color-coded, yellow color-coded, and blue color-coded. You're going to be using 48 charm packs for E, 16 matching charm packs for a total of 32 for F, G, and H, and 8 matching sets, 16 total for I and J. The first step in the pattern is to make flying geese. You're going to take your fabric L squares, draw a line with a marking pen. From corner to corner, I use a friction pen because it will disappear with heat later. Put that on one corner of a fabric G rectangle. Stitch directly on the line, trim a 1/4 inch away, and press. This will be your unit. Take the other square, put it on the other side, stitch directly on the line, trim a 1/4 inch away, and press. You will be making a total of 16 flying geese units. When you're making the units for this block, you're going to be using matching fabrics for each step. Now you're going to take one of those flying geese units, a fabric H square, stitch those together with a 1/4 inch seam, and then to the top add a fabric F rectangle. That will be your top breezy star unit. You will be making 8. Now your second unit is going to be a fabric F rectangle and a fabric H square. Your fabric is just in a different placement from your previous block. You will be making 8 side breezy units. We're going to be making more flying geese using that same step with fabrics C and L. You're going to make 32. This step you're going to use half of those flying geese we just made, a fabric K square and a fabric D square, and you're going to make 8 breezy partial star units. Super easy. To assemble the breezy block, you're going to use 4 fabric A background squares, 2 different fabric E squares, and then for your top and side breezy star units, you're going to use 2 different fabrics. So in this block, you're going to have 1 background, 1 accent, and 4 different prints. You're going to sew all of those units together to make 8 breezy blocks. The second block we're going to be making is called the windy block, and we will be making 8 of these. For the windy blocks, you're going to be using fabrics B and D and some of those leftover flying geese. You're going to assemble your units to make 8 side windy units. Then you're going to rearrange all of your fabrics to make 8 bottom windy units. Now we are going to make more flying geese using the prints. You're going to use your fabric L's and your fabric I prints to make a flying geese. You're going to make 16 total. Now we're going to be using 2 matching flying geese, a fabric J and K, stitched with a 1/4 inch seam, and you're going to have 8 windy star units. To make your windy block, you're going to be using 2 background squares, 4 different fabric E squares, and then for your side and bottom unit, those are going to go here, and your windy star unit is going to go here. You want to make sure these 5 prints are all different. You're going to make 8 windy blocks. So in summary, before you assemble your quilt, you're going to have 8 breezy blocks and 8 windy blocks. Now here's the layout of your quilt. It is in your pattern. This right here is your breezy block, and this is your windy block. just so you can see them on the quilt. But you have to pay attention to the pattern to get all of the blocks to alternate correctly to create the beautiful stars. For the binding, we used a green stripe. For the backing, we did a beautiful floral print. The quilt finishes at 54 inches square for the lap size. The Breezy Quilt Pattern by It's So Emma is a simple and fun project you can finish in one weekend. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this video, and I'll see you next time.